For centuries, the Earth has been visited periodically by races seeking biological resources. For the most part, they had very little interaction with the native people, often focusing on parts of the world where there was very little human habitation. Over the millennia, there have been several attempts to establish permanent settlements here, but the biological hazard of the world was too great for races living in sterile environments. And these missions failed and had to be withdrawn. The record of visitation can be found in many ancient scriptures. But humanity still does not understand that it lives in a very well-inhabited part of the universe. Part of the universe where there are all the races, very well-established networks of trade and commerce. A region of space where war has been suppressed and where there are very few really free nations. So humanity, in all of its claimed brilliance and creativity, remains profoundly ignorant about the conditions of life beyond this world, the nature of interactions in this part of the universe, and what all that really means for a struggling humanity. The last century, a new kind of visitor came to the world, unlike those who came before. A visitor seeking to establish themselves in the world. As humanity gained greater global predominance and was able to establish global networks of trade and commerce, communications and so forth, this new visitor was not just here looking for biological samples or exploring the rich and diverse biological regions of the world. They were here to scheme how to position themselves as the providers for humanity, particularly as human civilization began to outstrip the world's natural resources and energy resources. Their presence is small, and yet they have been witnessed all over the world. They seek to operate in a surreptitious manner and do not reveal their intentions or their activities. This then is an intervention into the world. It is not a visitation. It is not occurring as a result of humanity's request, or the request of any person, nation, or government. It is an intervention with a plan, carried out not by military forces, but by small networks of resource explorers and economic collectives. A lower order, ethically speaking, of civilized life in the universe. Here to search not only for resources, but for influence in the world, in worlds such as yours, which are so very rare.